It's morning, afternoon, or evening. Um, Last month's vlog was interrupted at the end by the arrival of one of the cats who wanted feeding. And literally, just as I was putting the phone on the tripod to start recording this one, the other cat came in and wanted feeding. She is crunching biscuits in the kitchen at the moment, and that's woken up the younger cat, so he's now awake. So this may again be interrupted by cats, which is fine. It's what life is like. I can't remember what point I got up to in last month's vlog, and I was talking about AI and dreams and stuff. Really, I should probably have watched it back to see where I'd got to or what I'd said, but can't be bothered, you know. Just start again. Got some water with me this time though. So I've done a few more AI pop song versions of the songs that have been coming to me in my dreams. I've now got 50 of them recorded, A's and B sides and mixes. And I've carried on when I'm able to, getting my phone out or getting out of bed, or while I'm in bed, just kind of, if someone's come to me in my dreams, waking up, recording it, saving it to YouTube the following morning. And now there's 217 of them as of this morning, I think. So over the last few weeks, I have been wondering, because initially when I started doing this project, I was like, I could just do this forever, or at least until I die, you know. As long as I carry on dreaming, so long as my subconscious and my unconscious keeps creating lyrics and tunes, I can just do this for years and years and years, and there'd be hundreds and then thousands of these sort of 10, 20, 30 second fragments of songs that I could then use AI to turn into actual songs with. But I don't, thinking about it again, I don't want to be getting out of bed in my 60s and 70s, staggering to the bathroom or the kitchen and croaking something into whatever phone or device I've got by that point. I'm not sure disturbing your night's sleep for days and disturbing your night's sleep every day, week on week, month on month, year on year, decade on decade, leads to a longer and healthier life. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know what studies are. I remember you'd famously hear about, was it Margaret Thatcher has like survived on 4 hours sleep a night or whatever, and people say they don't sleep. Like Fixed Twin used to say he didn't sleep. But yeah, I'm not sure to disturb. Here's one of the cats. That's my water. My water. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure disturbing your night's sleep. Don't knock the tripod over, Buzz. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Is a good long-term goal. Anyway, so then my water. I started numbering the dreams backwards. I thought, well, you know, once I started doing the AI versions, that is, I thought the AI launched in 2024, so I'll start numbering them at 2024, then count down. So it goes 2024, 2023, next third dream, 2022, etc. And I'd go all the way down to the bottom, or as far as I could. Could I get down to like year zero? Because for some people, not some people think, oh God, AI is the end of the world, is a year zero thing. It's not, unless I'm wrong in 10 or 20 years' time. But yeah, then I thought, 2,000 songs turned into AI and put on Bandcamp. No one's ever going to listen to that much. And again, it takes time. So then I thought, oh, maybe just a thousand. I can imagine releasing 1,000 singles. That's a good thing, isn't it? But then I thought, God, 1,000, that's still a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of stuff that we'll never get listened to. So I've halved it. I'm going to stop at 500 dreams and hopefully turn those into 500 digital singles, A's, B sides, mixes. Obviously 500 is a good number, and I had in my mind, I don't know if you still get them so much, but whenever you'd get those quite big chunky books and it was, you know, the 500. It was always 500 albums to hear before you die. That sort of 500 films to see, uh, 500 greatest singles of the 80s. That sort of thing. 500 seemed to be, at least in my recollection, 500 seemed to be a number that publishers would go for. So I like the idea of 500, 500 singles, 500 dreams. Like I say, I've done 50, so I'm 10% of the way through. Uh, but I've dreamt 217 dreams, so that's obviously just under half of the way through. So I think probably it's going to take about a year. I'll probably get there. And once I've done the 500th, what I've been putting on YouTube, I think I might have said I've been putting, if I can remember anything, I've been putting a little bit of sort of dream diary stuff in the description on YouTube. So I might then assemble that into a Word document and have it available as a thing I can email or print off. People talk about dream diaries, which is, I like the idea of a 500 dream diary. There's a photograph from Doctor Who in the 1960s of Patrick Troughton. I think it was taken on set of his first story, The Power of the Daleks. Could talk about Doctor Who quite a lot. And it's a picture of him, and he's reading a big book, and it says 500-year diary. I remember seeing this photo as a kid. It might have been in, I don't know what it is, in Doctor Who Celebration. And it wasn't until later when I started working in a stationery shop that I realised that that was just a play on the 5-year diaries you can buy. You can buy 5-year diaries, so they're not dated and they last you 5 years. Anyway, so the Doctor Who had 500-year diaries. You see, he lived a long time. So I like the idea of a 500 dream diary, because then again it ties back into that just in my own imagination and in my head. The other thing that's going to, let's say when I get to 500, I'll stop that. But then occasionally in the future, I might add more now and again if I think something's particularly worth saving. But I'm not going to guarantee, because I don't think you should do things forever. 3 years is normally enough for almost anything, including being in Doctor Who, as Patrick Troughton said, going to university, having a job, anything like that. Do it for 3 years, then do something else. But the other thing that's cropped up just in the last week is I've been contributing some of the tracks, the ones I liked most, to a digital radio station that's launching soon. And once I'd sort of sent a few in, I thought, well, why don't I didn't put them in, the radio station know they're coming from me, but I thought I'd invent artist names. Sent 23 songs in, 23 different artist names I'd made up. Then I thought, well, these artists might as well now become real in my head. So I'm currently in the process of recording, using AI again, but recording a second song by each of those made up 23 artists. But with the second songs for each of them that I'm doing, I am sort of doing the title, writing the lyrics myself. So I've done about a dozen of those, 13 of those, dozens, whatever. And then I thought, well, in that case, to give them a life, these 23 artists should all have an album as well. So I've come up with 23 album titles for each of these 23 imaginary artists. And over the coming months, I mean, it'll take a while, but I'm going to try and make probably a 10-track album for each of these people. So yeah, all different styles. I like the idea of these sort of things sort of coming to life. I don't think, I'm not trying to pass anyone off, not trying to pass them off as real flesh and blood artists. Although I did consider like putting a post out on like Twitter or Instagram to see if anyone I knew wanted to pretend to be a singer or a dance artist or whatever, and just like, get their best photo of themselves and we could pretend that this was one of these artists. But without wishing to be disparaging to people I know, most people I know are middle-aged and older and would not pass themselves off as a recording artist with a young voice. So I mean, you get a song out of AI, it tends to sound like it's sung by someone, you know. I mean, if you're doing something like an indie song or a dance song or whatever, or a pop song, it tends to sound like it's being sung by a younger person, someone from someone in their 20s, and not one of my mates who are in their 40s or 50s or 60s. It wouldn't work. Um, unless you watch this video and you think, yes, I would like to be the face of a made-up AI 90s pop revival dance act. In which case, yeah, just let us know. I'm not going to do it myself. Anyway, I think that's all for now. Like I say, middle of some processes. And I know these videos are quite long, and I talk quite slowly in a lot of them. And that's to do with algorithms, advertising money, and boring technical things. But if I kind of like talk for over like 8 minutes or so, you'll probably see depending on what platform you're watching this on, you'll probably see a video drop in before, during, or after, and that helps draw viewers in. It helps add pennies to the account that may, in a year or so, lead to a payout, or may help. You've got to try and earn some money where you can. Anyway, I'll do another vlog in December, probably, unless I forget. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.